Subaru hasn't been shy about getting weird in public places. Witness its decades-long resolve for the Boxer engine, its reputation of producing slightly off-kilter models, and its particular stewardship on the sensible station wagon over the onslaught on the gargantuan SUV. These all bolster the company's reputation by coloring beyond the lines. Yet the 2018 Subaru Legacy 2.5i Sport tested here shares few with the automaker's contrarian attitudes, instead attempting to blend in with the most popular crowd. Which is somewhat weird, for Subaru, anyway. High's all-wheel drive, reasonable fuel economy, spacious interior. Low's slow, CVT only, styling disappears in supermarket parking lots. Suburban Boxer. The entire Legacy lineup has undergone a light refresh for 2018 that contributes a little contemporary spice and brand identity for the Legacy's front fascia. The sport trim tested here was added for 2017 to stay above the base and premium and below the limited and limited the 3.6R. Otherwise, it could actually hide of all dealership parking lots without concern about being discovered. Likewise, the updated interior with a brand new center console and tire put it inside the same chapter on the modern design book because so it is rivals, in any other case the same page. What sets the Legacy 2.5i apart, however, are definitely the keys to practically all Subarus, standard all-wheel drive along with a flat-for-boxer engine. In the way it is of our Legacy, that 4 makes 175 horsepower and 174 lb-ft of torque, Rogue's at 4,000 revolutions per minute. Output travels by having a continuously variable automatic transmission CVT to some symmetrical AWD setup, which can be sub-peak on an electronically controlled and continuously variable hydraulic transfer clutch capable of delivering torque towards the axle while using best grip. It's a sturdy combo, but acceleration will not be high on its report on priorities. The 0 to 60 mph run consumes an entire 8.6 seconds. While using quarter mile requiring 16.7 seconds. While these numbers may have been typical for Malaysia fair only a decade ago, we currently live in a real possibility where a 2018 Honda Accord DXL 1.5T CVT can do the identical tricks in 7.3 and 15.7 seconds and up quickly having a manual, as well as the naturally aspirated 2018 Toyota Camry XSE V6 can fly from the tasks in 5.8 and 14.4. True, the comparison could be tilted in favor on the Accord via forced induction plus the Camry via cylinder count, but in other words, the urban poets from the 90s don't hate the gamers, hate the experience. Subaru faithful serious about keeping pace are free of charge to explore the Legacy limited the 3.6R trim using its 256 horsepower flat 6, though the privilege will set you back an additional $5,600 above the $27,205 base price from the Legacy 2.5i Sport tested here. Business as usual. The way in which the Legacy goes about its business will probably be familiar to having it. Seat in time. A recent Subaru product. Cold mornings yield several chugs from the engine's rotating bits before settling into its trademark flat for low-frequency resonance. It's not harsh, but you'll never mistake it to the near-silent behavior of some from the latest silky smooth inland fuzz. Pin the accelerator pedal as well as the CVT Lex engine RPM climb, doing its wise to turn torque into momentum. Subaru says the transmission's electronic control unit was retuned to become more responsive, but like CVTs we've experienced, it retains that slightly unsettling and disconnected sensation in the engine speed outpacing vehicle acceleration. Moving the selector into its manual mode allows the driving force to shift gears via wheel-mounted paddles that command the CVT to shuffle among 6 fixed ratios, though the novelty grows old quickly since doing this isn't enjoyable. CVTs have their own place, but we'd have preferred that Subaru put whatever resources it popularized make the CVT play make-believe and instead used the crooks to put its current 6-speed manual to the Legacy. While we're dreaming, In a very perfect world, Subaru would establish a new top-notch manual gearbox to use across its entire lineup. The chassis also received some attention for 2018, Subaru tuning the suspension for any smoother ride as well as the electrically assisted power steering for enhanced feel. Without the benefit from a back-to-back comparison, we'll mention that speed bumps and road imperfections seemed slightly more isolated than inside the previous model, at least while using 18-inch aluminium wheels and 2.2550R18 Goodyear Eagle LS2 tires that distinguish the sport in the Legacy pack. The new for 2018 sound-insulating front-side windows appear to have been a worthy upgrade. Per our sound test meters, there might not be less noise overall, but it's not concentrated right beside your ear, either. Overall, the Legacy demonstrates a good, solid, and rattle-free structure. Directional changes are reasonably stable, but sharp turns at any speed reveal moderate understeer and the entire body lean, pushed on our 300-foot skid pad. The Subaru pulled 0.85 grams of grip. That's merely a couple of ticks behind the 0.87 grams generated from the Max Sporty Camry XSE V6 and also the 0.89 grams figure posted from the surprisingly grippy Accord DXL 1.5T. Adding all-wheel drive to your vehicle can adversely affect its fuel economy, but Subaru doesn't produce it all-wheel drive Legacy. Hence the EPA's city highway 2,534 miles per gallon estimates would be the baseline. Unfortunately, our observed 25 miles per gallon doesn't come close on the EPA's 29 miles per gallon combined mark, however we are known for being light about the throttle. By comparison, that's 1 mile per gallon, a lot better than the 24 miles per gallon we recorded for both an Accord Sport 1.5T together with a 6-speed manual along with an Accord 2.0T using the 10-speed automatic. This Legacy returns 34 miles per gallon inside our 75 miles per hour highway fuel economy test, exactly matching the EPA's estimate. Priced from the cubic foot, another area the place that the Legacy excels is interior passenger volume. Measuring 101 cubic feet, it's inside a dead heat with all the 100 and 103 cubes respectively offered with the Camry plus the Accord. However, the real-world effect is all the more significant. After many days in the driver's seat, we're confident stating that folks from the wide, thick, and tall persuasions will discover more usable room within the front seats when compared to either of the chief rivals, something we're not familiar with saying about Subaru products. A well-curated romp throughout the cosmetic and comfort departments define the normal features that set the Sport apart on the base and premium trims below it. Interior tweaks include two-tone grey upholstery with blue stitching, carbon fiber patterned interior trim, an energy sunroof, proximity entry, push-button start, along with an auto-dimming rear-view mirror. Exterior cues will include a slightly different grille treatment, fog lamps with black bezels, satin silver power-folding side mirrors, and chrome accents around the rocker panels. The Sport badging means nothing past the cosmetic presentation. All the mechanical bits remain unchanged. The sole option on our test car became a $2,095 package that bundles Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technologies, including blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, adaptive cruise control, lane departure and sway warnings, and pre-collision automated emergency braking. Seamlessly integrated and deftly calibrated, Subaru's EyeSight safety systems perform superior to those seen in some premium brands. What's more, the package includes the Starlink infotainment system through an 8.0-inch touchscreen, navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability, satellite radio, voice-activated controls, Bluetooth, plus more. The as-tested cost of $29,300 slips involving the $26,670 Honda Accord 1.5T Sport CVT along with the $30,860 Accord 1.5T EXL CVT. In that context, the Legacy's secret value weapon could be the inclusion on the navigation system inside the aforementioned package. Adding nothing to your record bumps the XL 1.5T's price up to $31,860. And yes, it can't be had inside the Sport 1.5T. Even as compared to Subaru's current lineup of increasingly mainstream vehicles, the Legacy 2.5i Sport feels just as if much of their inherent Subaru-ness continues to be stripped, looking at the soul so as to catch the attention of mid-size sedan buyers conditioned by a lot of Accord and Camry ownership. While we view the desire to connect while using common man, we believe Subaru is most appealing when it's getting a bit funky.
Yeah.